Hey guys, welcome back to Ron Williams Champion. Today I'm going to talk about building the glutes. A lot of times when you talk about building your glutes, you run directly to squats. But I'm going to show you something a little bit different, and I'm going to tell you why. When you build the glutes, you have to use a certain amount of weight to actually build the size of the glutes. I'm not talking about today building the size of the glutes. I'm talking about shaping the glutes, making the glutes higher, making the glutes tighter, not necessarily making large glutes. But the glutes are really important in order to build your lower extremities. I'm going to show you some exercise that focus directly on the glutes themselves so that you can shape and tone and build those glutes in a way that squats won't. So the first exercise I'm going to do is wall sits with contractions. So you're going to take the bands, resistance bands, and you're going to sit on the wall. You want to make sure that the bands you have give you enough resistance. And you also want to start off with your feet separated. Notice my feet are separated. Bring the knees together. Put the resistance bands around the knees. You want to make sure you're at about a 45-degree angles. Already I feel tension on my glutes and my quads. So bands are tight. Now I'm going to force my knees apart. This is the starting position. So from the starting position, the glutes are contracted, very, very tight. Lift the chest towards the ceiling. Force those knees apart. Never let the knees touch. Immediately, you feel tension in those glutes. These resistance bands are heavy resistance bands. So I feel a tremendous amount of pressure on those glutes. That's number one. Number two is I want to drop all the way down to the floor. From this position, this takes the pressure off the quads completely. I'm going to take my glutes, sit them against the wall, and now I'm going to force the knees apart again. Now the pressure has been taken off the quads. Better to isolate the glutes all by themselves. Now, for the third exercise, you'll like this one. Glutes are starting to tighten up now. Take the bands once again. Put the feet together to start with. So, notice my glutes. I'm sitting them down and back, rotating those hips back, chest up. From this position, I'm going to turn towards the camera so you can see my feet. The idea is not to reach with the ankle. As you'll notice, all the pressure goes against the knee joint. And I'm exaggerating, of course. What I want to do is from this position, separate my knees. And as I separate my legs, I'm pulling from the hips and the glutes, keeping the knees apart. Keeping the knees apart. Not reaching, but keeping the knees separated. So it looks like this. Instead of letting the foot touch the ground like that, instead, I'm going to keep that foot in the air. Let it glide. Step, 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 step. Pulling from the glutes, not reaching with the foot, but the first movement is here, contracting. Those three exercises are going to really contract those glutes, contract the glute muscle, and force those glutes to shape, tone, and actually, for women, lift those glutes. Even though if you have short legs, this is one way you can give your legs an appearance of being longer because it tightens and lifts the glutes rather than building the glutes down the down the hamstring, you're lengthening that position as you continue to contract side to side. So what I want you to do with this exercise, get a pair of resistance bands that really, really work for you, that have enough resistance that your glutes can handle. Try those 3 exercises. Let me know how you like it. Give me a thumbs up. Till next time, God bless you.